Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be making two skirts and I have this lovely fabric here. This one I bought a while ago and my plan was to make a skirt out of this. It's really nice cotton, it's really sturdy, so it's going to be great for a skirt. I already pre-washed this and ironed it, so it's ready to go. And then I have this fabric, wall fabric. This is a skirt I made a while ago and I never finished it because I'm just not happy with it. So I decided to take it apart and turn it into a new skirt. One I will hopefully like way better than this one. And then for the pattern I have a base pattern which I drafted using this 1950s drafting pattern guide. And this is just the base skirt front and back pattern. I will be making a waistband that's slightly different than the usual waistband. So I will be making this design. And that's the one I'm going to be making with this blue fabric. And then for this plaid fabric we're going to be making a skirt with a normal waistband. So we're going to make two different skirts. So first step is to draft the waistband that I want to make. So I have a piece of pattern paper here, my ruler, and what I'm going to do is just start by marking out my waist size. Just start here, then I'm going to make it slightly bigger than my actual waist size, but you can always take a little bit away. So I'm going to go to about here. Height wise I would like it to be slightly higher. I think I'm going to go with 4 centimeters. The same on the other side. Now I'm going to find the center, so I'm just going to fold it. And then it's right there. Just make a little mark. Just right here. Then I'm just going to mark the line 4 centimeters all across. Now I'm going to find the curve. I'm gonna go here, draw this line, and then even it out, like so. So now I'm gonna fold it in half again. And technically I only need half of this piece, because I'm going to make it on fold anyway. And then just cut this out. And that's the pattern piece for the waistband. So now I have all my pieces and I can start cutting out the fabric. So now we have everything for the blue skirt cut out. So let's start by sewing up the darts. So I'm going to fold it over. To sew these darts and press the darts to the inside to make it all look very nice and crisp. dart sewn, we're going to attach the waistband. And I'm going to attach the waistband first to the panels, and then I'm going to sew the side seam because I just think it will look a little bit nice. So now let's sew this together. So now I've pinned together the sides and I made sure to line up the seams we just made, and I cut out part of the seam allowance over here to reduce the bulk. So now let's sew these together. So now that the side seams are done, I want to finish these edges. I don't have to because this fabric doesn't fray, but I just really like the way it looks. First I'm going to press this seam open, which is going to be difficult because this fabric does not like to be pressed. Now that the seam is pressed open, I'm going to fold these edges under, like this. Press it down. Get my wooden block out to throw the moisture out again. And then I'm going to pin this to my ironing board. Okay, I've now switched to my blind zipper foot, and I pasted the zipper in already because I find that if I just use pins then it will still move too much when I sew it on, so I've pasted it in. And now let's sew up this zipper. And I'm just folding the zipper teeth open as I go on. So now that the zipper is in, I can close up the center back seam and the skirt will be almost finished. So I've just finished the waistband, and what I did was I just folded it over, then folded this raw edge under, and then just felt it down by hand. I could have done this on the machine, but I just prefer to do this by hand because it just looks nice from the outside. So now that this is all done, it's time for the final step, which is to do the hem. To make the hem, I'm just going to fold this over twice and then stitch it down. Here we have the first skirt, all done. I really like how it turned out. I think it's a very versatile skirt. The construction is pretty basic, but I just really like this pattern. I think it will go with a lot of things, and I think I will be wearing this a lot. So now let's start working on skirt number 2. For the blue skirt, the construction of the skirt is almost exactly the same as with the other one. There are a few things I'm going to change. First of all, for the side seams and the center back seam, I'm not going to fold the fabric over twice because it's quite thick and I don't want it to be too bulky. So what I'm going to do first is run an overlock stitch along the edges so that when I've stitched together the side seams, just press it open and then stitch it down without having to fold it under. And then of course the waistband is going to be different. But first I'm just going to do the same as with the other skirt. Stitch up the darts, stitch the side seams and the center back seam. And then when we get to the waistband, we'll be back and we'll go through that whole process. The main part of the skirt is now almost done. It's time to start working on the waistband. So I have the waistband pieces right here, and I'm going to grab one of them and pin it to the top of my skirt. So now the waistband is attached to the skirt, so now I'm going to pin the facing to the top of the waistband. So let's now sew these pieces together. Now that the waistband is attached and pressed, it's time to put in the zipper. is the second skirt done. I really like how it turned out. I really like how the waistband turned out, and I really enjoyed making this one. Which brings us to the end of the video. I really enjoyed making both skirts and I really like how both of them turned out. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope to see you soon next time.